When Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg both recommend a book, you know that book is worth reading. And that book is 0 to 1 by author Peter Thiel, who's best known for founding PayPal and Palantir. Peter Thiel is also a well-known investor and co-founder of the venture capital firm Founders Fund. Here are a few of the lessons learned from 0 to 1. Lesson number 1. Go from 0 to 1, not 1 to n. Going from 0 to 1 means creating something new. However, going from 1 to n means copying an existing model. Let's use Microsoft and Google as an example. So when Microsoft created Microsoft Word, that was going from 0 to 1. Similarly, when Google created Google Search, that was going from 0 to 1. This is because both companies created something new that didn't exist before. However, when Microsoft copied Google and created Bing, that was going from 1 to n. And when Google decided to copy Microsoft and created Google Docs, that was going from 1 to n. Companies should focus on creating something new, going from 0 to 1, instead of copying an existing model and going from 1 to n. Lesson 2 is to avoid competition. For this lesson, let's look at the airline industry and Google. So the airline industry created $160 billion in revenue, while Google created 50. The airline industry kept 37 cents per passenger trip, while Google kept 21% of revenues as profit. So why did the airline industry make so little money? Well, it has to do with perfect competition. You might remember this from your economics course from college. It has to do with supply and demand. In perfect competition, when there is money to be made, more firms will enter the market, which increases supply but decreases the price. That means whatever profit was there will be eliminated. For this reason, companies should avoid industries with perfect competition because all profits will be squeezed out of the market. The third lesson talks about why monopolies are good. Let's look at the search market. Google owns 68%, Microsoft has 19%, and Yahoo has 10%. The pros of a monopoly are that they provide a safe and reliable stream of income. This allows you to invest in new products and services. Because Google owns the search market, they are able to use those profits to invest in new areas such as Google Glass, Android, and driverless cars. Here's a pie chart showing the market share of US airlines and US search engines. On the left, we have perfect competition. The top 3 firms have similar market share. Because all firms are similar, this leads to cutthroat competition and little to no profits. On the right, we have an example of a monopoly, where Google has the majority of the market share, which means they have little to no competition, which leads to long-term profits. These long-term profits allow Google to invest in new products and services and focus on innovating instead of cutting costs to squeeze out profits. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching.